Hello, guys. Welcome back. Is something funny, bro? Is something... Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Flybuck podcast.
Yep.
Today, we got some special people in here, a.k.a. the same motherfuckers we got in here every single day. I got my co-host with me, Marcos. I got HR in the department, Big Ryan. Y'all don't know his size, so you know. Size don't matter. That's Big Ryan in the back in the HR department. And today we're fixing something special, and it's something that holds a place in my heart because personally it is my favorite genre in music, period. I wouldn't say maybe it hasn't been my entire life because I was a big MJ fan right around the time where he was probably would have liked me a lot too. But so I was into pop really young because I used to like dancing and shit. But growing up and then going through life, I found myself really connecting myself to rap music. So today I want to take the time to fix rap music. You know what I'm saying? Fix it, bro.
Just all the problems in the industry. Okay. Now
that's my hammer.
Oh, you to me like a think. You just hear whoosh, 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 whoosh. Okay, so when you talk about fixing rap music, right? You're talking about rap, hip hop. You're talking about the industry, right? So fix it. I guess the question is like, what's wrong with it? Like, do you feel?
I feel like there's a lot of things that could be perceived as wrong with rap music. You know what I'm saying? That was one of my questions I had for you. I was curious about like as an outsider, considering rap is a black person's thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying other races can't do it.
All right.
Yeah. I'll just
You got us. Yeah.
No, I'm not saying other races can't do it. But it is like a black thing, as in like a black made thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So as an outsider coming into the culture and maybe a participator who enjoys rap music, probably.
Yeah, I do.
What is some of the negative things or the things that are wrong with rap to you?
Okay. Oh, sorry, I just punched the camera. Got the viewer in the face. Before we get into what's wrong, right, I did want to take a special little moment or two. As y'all may have noticed, was right. Bam!
Oh, sorry, bro. Thanks, bro. Yeah.
First of all, Ryan is HR, human resources. Being human resources, you got to be resourceable. You know what I'm saying? But more on top of resourceable, you got to be human. This is what's different about Ryan, though, is he may be human, but he's a different animal. Let's go ahead and take a look.
In the same beast.
Ghost. Right here. Who could this be? If y'all see the dollar, y'all see the dollar sign, right?
Big Buck.
We got him here.
Come on, Big Buck.
We got him right here.
Come on, man.
This sincere, all right? Flybuck, okay? Here's the buck, but where's the fly? Hey, real quick, what's the animal that could fly? A bird, even.
Who, bro?
Who,
bro? Who is it, bro?
It's motherfucking me, Marcos. Pearls,
High
they
fashion.
getting clean right now, all right?
Like Go Yard.
Right now, so I don't got them on. This is me.
Like mustard.
This is me, okay? One thing about owls is we have a lot of wisdom. And I can say for a fact, Brian, you killed this shit, bro. You killed this shit, bro. Yep. Ryan, digital artist digitally, whatever you want to call it, physically. If you want to pay for this, talk to me first. I'll get you connected to Ryan. Birdman, you know what I mean? Yeah, I want some of that money.
Yeah, I wish I could make a goat noise, nigga.
Is that what that was?
No,
okay.
It's a Birdman thing.
I don't know what sounds these make. But yeah, no, for real. Man. Ryan, combined, how many hours did these take combined?
I'd say a 5-hour workday.
5 hours, right? So if y'all watching this far, probably about 6-7 minutes in, go ahead, like, comment which one's your favorite, all right? Because here's the thing, right? If you watch Good Mythical Morning, which like you should, you either like Rhett or you like Link. And 9 times out of 10, you like Rhett. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm just gonna say. I know
you like Rhett.
Whoa, what?
I like Rhett, but you like Rhett more than Link?
Yeah. What? Why would I? Ryan,
you could be
like?
Rhett, bro.
You know?
Yeah, you could be Rhett for sure.
I could be Rhett.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm Marcos first.
You could be Rhett, bro. But Link is a...
Why does that surprise you, though?
That you like Rhett more?
Yeah, Rhett more than Link.
Because I just like Link more.
You like Link more?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, go ahead and comment. Let's not start a few right now, but let's
just,
we
got shit to say.
It just depends. You know what I mean? If you like me more, you like, Sincere more. I'm about wisdom at the end of the day. But money, man. It's bucks. You know what I mean? You got to respect that still. Here's a problem, especially about bucks. Here's a problem with rap music, I feel. Flexing. You flexing something you don't got. Perfect example. Ari, now single, Moneybagg Yo's ex, tweeted 3 or 4 days ago. I'm bored of my Lambo truck, thinking about getting something new. I'm paraphrasing. I don't know though. 4 days ago.
Who said that?
Ari, Moneybagg Yo's
said,
ex.
I'm bored of my Lambo truck.
Bored of my Lambo truck, right? And for context, this is a Lambo truck that allegedly Moneybagg gave to her for her birthday. So it was a gift. 2 days after she tweeted that, the Lambo got repossessed. Paperwork and everything. If you don't really got it, don't flex it. It's okay. It is okay. All right? So I feel like in rap music, people kill themselves for a Cuban, and then potentially get killed over a Cuban too. Flashy cars, women, stuff like that. I understand that there's a certain level of like a fake it till you make it, but I feel like the narrative with you have to have this jewelry on, you gotta have this type of paper, to even be on the scene.
Okay, so one of your issues with rap is, just so I make sure I'm hearing you right, is that people who aren't financially capable of doing things still going out of their way to obtain things and show them off as if they do have them.
Because you're trying to press the next man, right?
Okay.
Or the next woman.
Okay. So you feel like that's a constant thing that keeps happening to people, that they're blowing their life away trying to live up to a standard that's not realistic.
Yeah. 100%.
Okay. Like too many little babies walking around.
Yeah. Too many. Like, there's a lot of people who just want to look like the rest of the group, which is why I understand there's like a fake it till you make it. But there has to be some type of like ingenuity. Like you have to be yourself.
Why do you think that happens?
Why do I think that like the flexing happens?
Yeah.
Excuse me. I mean, it definitely has to contribute to the image. Like you have to look like you're valuable. You have to look like you're exclusive. Like you're getting stuff that not the average person would have. So ironically, while you're trying to look like yourself, you're looking like everybody else. You know what I mean? Like everybody, or not everybody, but a lot of rappers will flex like the Hellcats, the Chargers, the Trackhawks and things like that, or the Cubans, Few people lyrically, I feel, that I could listen to and be like, damn, this person's bars are the reason why they're making money. Like Lil Baby's perfect. Like he could back it up and he could spit, like that's why I feel like he's different from a lot of other people as compared to like, I mean, no disrespect, like compared to the rappers who use the same keep a 30 on me, Stephen Curry. You know what I mean? Like you're just going to keep recycling raps over and over again until you get a little buzz, you buy a little Cuban, and you just get in the mix for a little bit. Yeah, but since you don't have any like real like talent, I feel like potentially, you kind of just there's a thing they call it in football, and I think in basketball too, is like man, I wish I could remember what's it called actually. It was gonna prove my point perfectly.
What does it describe?
So no. In football, it's just like a role player essentially. So the receivers are great. The defensive lines or the O line's perfect and stuff like that. So literally, you're just a position player. So all you have to do is just throw the ball. Requires no skill because everybody else is better in front of you. So I forgot what that word is, but that's how I feel like it's sometimes related to rap music.
Okay, I felt like what I was more asking was like, why do you feel like it happens? Like, what do you think the people are going for when they're doing it?
What are they going for?
Yeah. So when the average kid is like, I want to be a rapper, so then they start. Are you saying that rap is the reason that the average Joe, like people who don't want to rap, are spending their bag, or like kids who are trying to rap are trying to live up to that standard?
I mean, it's a little bit of both. I feel like there's like this cool aesthetic, about being like the bad. Well, I guess in this like the bad boy is only really like the only real way I can explain it. And so like a lot of kids will listen to it, digest it, and before they know what like a grown businessman looks they know what like a let's see, like a Lil Durk looks like. In all respect to Lil Durk, he's his own image, but I'm just saying like, having tattoos and diamonds and stuff on your teeth. Well, he took them out, but now it's veneers, or having these crazy cars and stuff like that. So I feel like a lot of people just want to look like they're them, but you are you.
Yeah.
And he is him.
Yeah. No, I'm saying okay, but I'm saying like, what are they going? Like, what's the goal for it? Like, okay, I need to do this. I'm looking up to this person like this for what? Because they're not doing it for nothing. It's not like they're like looking for nothing. They're like, I want something back from it. Like, what do you feel like they're wanting back?
I would just say like clout. Really, I couldn't see
clout.
Yeah, like just notoriety, just some type of fame, like amongst your local group.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you go to a club, you want to feel like. I mean, the perfect analogy would be like the big fish in the small pond. You know what I mean? Like amongst your local people, you have everything. You got a chain that nobody could afford. But that's just your local group, and you got like maybe a 20/20. Like so, you're different from your group. But if you get into like the real executives, the real players, the real ballers, then you might not speak up as much. And so I feel like people want to be like the leader of their own clique. And so they're willing to adopt a style that's not theirs and try making it theirs, just so they could be like, hey, me and Lil Durk on the same level. We both got Cubans. What you got? You know what I mean? So I feel like that type of influence will make somebody who's not really from the streets feel like they big and bad. So you adopt the persona, potentially get a little bit of clout from your local friend group or whatever. And yeah, I mean, I think it's just. When you're young, you kind of like don't really have an identity. So once you see everybody gravitating towards a certain genre of music or a certain political party, it could be whatever. Like you would want to be conforming to that or an anti-conformist, which would just be, oh, everybody likes that, so I want to be over here. So
okay,
just depends.
Yeah, I do see how people going outside of their income to like impress people for either I feel like there's a number of reasons. Like there's like for an excess of women, luxury, wealth, and like an excess of power and stuff like that. And then so to look like it could almost give the feeling of, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that comes from like men trying to find a figure of masculinity, and then that's what they're being presented is to look pretty much and give the impression of what being like a rapper is, or a gangster, or a player is. So like a Future, a Drake, a Lil Baby, a Kodak. But even like back in the day, when people were, I would say, like 90s, 2000s and shit like that, when Tupac, Biggie, and like Lil Wayne and stuff were coming up and about. I feel like a big part of the attraction to it was men looking outwards to like a role model, like for their situation, and that being like just such a potent source of masculinity, whether it be good or bad. I feel like, okay, I don't know. Okay, it's weird. It's weird. All right, I feel like the corresponds from when masculinity started to deprive, as far as being like a social norm to think about, I guess. Because nowadays, if you think of masculinity and you try to like almost improve or like enhance those traits, they are looked at as negative, inherently negative. You know what I'm saying? So masculine traits are they just tend to be looked at negatively. So the more recently in time, I would say from the 80s to now, it has like the negativity and the stigma on masculinity being negative, I think has risen. And I think as it has risen, so has popular genres like rap have risen too.
Excuse me.
There's a lot of it. So I feel like not only is it a young men looking for a source to find like a role model, like a masculine role model, and then also young men being deprived of real role models in real life. So if we go back to the 80s again, we had drug issues that we didn't really know how to solve, right? Like we didn't really know, like it was kind of foggy around. Like everyone was really just doing it, and then in the 90s is when shit cracked down. You know what I'm saying? So people started going to jail crazy for crazy numbers. Like people were going to jail for like lifers over this drug shit. So leaving a lot of men, in particular black men, in a society without any positive role models. You know what I'm saying? So when was it the unemployment fell or whatever, so like 20-something%, I think was the 80s or whatever. And then when the 90s come and then they crack down on all the drugs, the infestation of drugs, because the population falling, I mean the employment falling, and then also America supplying South America with funding, brought in drugs to the lower community. You know what I'm saying? So while they're hitting their unemployment, like one of the highest unemployment rates ever, they're also being flooded with drugs. You know what I'm saying? So, and then now you hit the 90s when they're cracking down on everybody. So now all these poor people are like, who thought that they didn't have a choice or an option, or this is the best option, so I could live this like dream of everyone else, even though I don't have the steps to do so properly. We're going to jail for life, and that's generations of people gone. And if you think about the lifespan of America, something Cooney I'm gonna say, but Joe Rogan, he said it in when it wasn't a podcast, it was one of his specials. He said
Joe Rogan talking about black people?
No, he's talking about just the lifespan of America.
Oh, okay.
And how new it is. It was like 1770 whatever the fuck or some shit like that. And then that was like 300 years ago. People live almost up to 100 years. So you want to say it's like 3, maybe 4 people ago. Like lifespan people. That's not that many fucking people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if you're talking about throwing away a large population of a specific group, like into jail for life, like that's 1 out of the 4 fucking generations we just had, like up in prison forever, no getting out. Like maybe now some of the weed ones might start trickling out because of Kim Kardashian, but like that's so having that, like all of that mixed up, and then rap coming in, because before in the like 70s, 80s, it was positive, it was anti-drug, it was whatever. Coming in now, it's like positive is weird. Like what's good, what's bad, you know, and what's good and what's bad to who. Like who really makes good and bad? Like, who the fuck said it? But it was
How they bring out the message or some shit.
in Western societies we tend to like find heroism in villains and shit, and like we ride with villains a lot. Like we like the Joker, and we like just people who like, I'm trying to think of a movie where we ride with like the villain that you guys will know.
Like Black Panther.
That's not. Oh wait.
Some people rode with Killmonger
Yeah.
because you understand his reason and his story. You know what I'm saying? But to everyone else, I guess, who wasn't trying to get fucking murdered, he would be a villain, but to his people, he would be like a hero.
Yeah.
You know, so the villain and heroist role switch a lot. And in Western society, we tend to not really, like, we tend to flip flop on what we consider a hero or a villain on convenience.
That's why the term anti-hero is a whole thing.
Yeah, that's just weird too, because it's like being one or the other is still like
debate.
It's up for debate, and it's up because of like circumstance and what side are you really on, you know? Because like in Elden Rings, for example, when I go up and I pillage a land of people who are ugly, like they're like weird skeleton looking people, but it's a community of skeleton looking people to their own. You know what I'm saying? And they're chilling there. And then so now I'm picturing a little skeleton dad be like, I'm sorry, kid, I have to go off to the war where he's 2 miles away and he's coming in fast. And then I'm just, and then I just come in, I take all their runes and shit, murder everybody, like for nothing. Like no concept, no reason. These people, before I came into the game, were in a community of people all of their own.
Are you listening to rap music when you're playing? Because you say for no reason, right? And so here's my thing, right? Or sorry, I guess I'm gonna say is that I think you do have a good point as to people finding some level of like of agreeing or siding with like an anti-hero or a villain, you know, because it's cooler that way, you know. And I feel like America, or like rap music or hip hop music potentially, favors people who are damaged. You know, like I want to hear the person who is straight from the block, who is smoking, who is talking about. Like I guess a great example was just King Von. Like King Von was just so raw. You know, he really did the shit he said. Like, well, to my knowledge, this shit said he went to prison. You seen him shoot before, and his music was just like hardcore. So I think that image, like a lot of people wanted to be like a King Von. You know, they wanted to be like, hey, like don't push me. You know, like I'm a killer supposedly. And so that type of agenda of
I feel like that type of rap started because the community gave in almost like we were looked at like villains, right? So then you just play into the villain role.
But I think like when it really like
almost like
off,
a self-defense mechanism.
I mean, like let's see, like
there was a quote, right? Sorry, let me get this quote. There's a quote by a lady. Her name is Michelle Alexander, right? And in her book called The New Jim Crow, embracing your stigma in a political act enacts resistance and defiance in a society that seeks to demean a group based on inalterable traits. So it's like a psychology tactic to give in to like, or like play up the role or the what the fuck is the embracing your stigma in a political act. So like whatever like negative stigma or stigma you got, it's almost like it's just a psychology.
Yeah, like if you ever think of me like this, might as well just be.
I might as well just be it to the max.
That makes sense. Well, yeah, I think being a product of the culture is interesting because I want to say that when it really, well, especially drill music, I feel like what like started with Chief Keef. You know what I mean? Like just him, loud, like repercussions, loud drums. Just the sound of it was just straight, like almost like a level of like a urban grungy type of feel. And so hearing that, hearing Chief Keef for the first time, I was like, holy shit, this guy is with the shits. Like whatever he's rapping about, He's on house arrest. He's smoking. He was just everything that, like you mentioned, people were pointing out to be like predominantly like the black community to be like, oh, they have no ethics. They're crazy. They're all this type of violence, stuff like that. So I think having that narrative just embedded so long into, I want to say, the culture, makes me feel like Chief Keef really did capitalize on that. And I think that it paid off big time, which is crazy to think of. I never thought of it from that type of standpoint.
Yeah.
But he was just like an emphasis as to what you guys would consider like to be just somebody from the hood, which is interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Chief Keef would be a hero to people who support things in the culture of like rap and stuff like that, because he's someone who made it out, probably funds back to his family or friends and whatever. That's someone that we would consider a hero. The DA would not. You know what I'm saying? That would be a villain to them.
But the DA has never said "ooka ooka."
Ooka ooka.
Yeah.
And okay, but
Chief Keef has. I think he's up one.
What like?
Yeah, thanks.
So I guess to go back on one of my points from earlier, to feel masculine, and then the drop of masculine idols and roles in real life as far as positive ones, and as far as just like healthy masculine roles and stuff like that has dropped in society. So then
that was really interesting.
I think that it made two different lanes. People that are like the simpish, like whatever, like cower down to the like you're not embracing, I guess you're like okay, so the only ones that are available now feel negative.
Hold on, it just made a beep.
Turned off?
Vinegar. You kept saying that over and over again.
Sound like vinegar. All right. Welcome back, guys.
Yeah.
All right, so to finish off my point, I guess, and it's probably going to be a lot of audio because we probably don't know when it cut off, to be honest. But to finish back on my point, it creates those two different lanes where I feel like people neglect and push away their masculine traits.
Can you put 29 minutes down, like the marker, so that's so we know when the camera shut off?
That's not. You're gonna just see it when it's.
Ooka ooka.
All right, so
it's fun to say.
It creates those two different lanes of people who either deprive or neglect that masculine side, or it creates the other lane where there's people who don't give a fuck and ride into like the masculine roles that they see, you know. So there's people like Trump who ended up getting into presidency off of just pretty much like I have that I don't give a fuck businessman role thing. And I'm not saying that's the fuck is that smell?
It's the rancid shit, bro. I'm
pretty
pretty sure. Yeah, it's in here. Yeah. I'm pretty positive.
What did I just put it in there?
I don't know. Well, I mean, he won because of the electoral college.
Huh?
He won because of the electoral college.
I'm talking about his.
The reason why he got
his fan base, the love for him and whatever. And I'm saying those might be people who are looking for, because there's masculine traits in men and women, right? And you can't suppress either one, right? If you have a son and a daughter, you can't suppress the masculine traits in the son, or you're gonna turn around and do the same behavior on the daughter, right? Those traits you like should be looked at and improved on. Like they're not inherently negative, but there is a lot that come to light when it's all being, I think, shut down and not properly addressed. Right? There's a lot of people who come to rise because they just are so potent with that damn near toxic like masculinity energy that people almost like derived for. And it's like and I don't want to say people are, but then you can't say people are not, because of people like rappers and people like Trump or shit like Lil Wayne and all them people who scream like derogatory, like powerful, flexing things and like that, like, and they show off wealth and luxury and that lifestyle. That wouldn't be so popular if people didn't have like a lust for those things,
Yeah.
or whatever, right? Or didn't have a lust for like that, like that, like I guess that mindset. But I feel like where people are getting lost at is they don't have like the actual models to look at because they're probably being like suppressed or pushed. You know what I'm saying? So you need more positive role models. That way people like a Trump or like a lot of these crazy rappers and stuff like that who hyper escalate violence and sex and money
Yeah.
can't thrive in a community where people are being deprived, you know?
So would you just like listen to only Chance the Rapper music? Or like Childish Gambino music?
But even Chance the Rapper at some point said something about guns and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm saying
Chance
like
Rapper talk about,
yeah. Well, I mean,
talk about God music, gospel.
would you just stop listening to like for you to do your part? Because again, you're trying to fix it. If we're not promoting these guys, who takes that place? Because it's an ego thing at the end of the day. You know, people in Trump's position is very egotistical. People who listen to rap music could be egotistical. You know, pretty much just wants to have that showmanship, essentially. Like they want to be like, I don't know, they just want to stand out as a rapper.
I would say how I would try to fix it is focus on like masculine role models that are genuinely positive.
LeBron.
So
There you go. If LeBron started making music, he could save everyone.
LeBron's soft.
Okay, but him being soft is because what? He grew up in Ohio, bro.
So did Jake Paul, nigga.
All right, Jake Paul is a hard hitter though. Jake Paul is about that, bro. I don't know.
Another black guy on YouTube talking about me. Knock it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. No, I think it would be interesting to see what rap would be if it didn't have damaged goods.
I almost want to say that there's Ryan. You're getting a call. I want to almost say that there's nothing
Fired.
like wrong. I just want to say that there's things in society that could be fixed
Okay.
in an obvious result that, like, hey, bro, you want to take this phone call in a different room?
You gotta ignore it. You gotta ignore it. He's fired.
Hey, my name.
Quick intermission.
Is he really ignoring me?
Go in the other room.
Fuck, bro, what the fuck is this guy?
They don't listen to you, bro.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah. So why did you grow out your dreads?
Huh?
Why'd you grow out your dreads?
I like how they look, and it's a maintenance thing.
It's a maintenance thing. Maintenance thing, as in, like, obviously it takes a lot of care. I feel like you gotta get them retwist, you gotta get the haircut. But
I gotta get
what
a
made
haircut
you
no
like?
matter
What was
what.
the first? Cause mine is just I have no idea what the fuck to do with my hair. It just grows up top and everywhere else it's just weird.
Yeah.
But for yours, it's like an actual like you decide to twist it. You know what I mean? So who's the first person you saw that had that hairstyle?
I didn't have the hairstyle when I decided to get it.
You didn't get inspiration from nobody?
No, this is what my hair looked like when I first got it. Like,
But what made you? Is there a person who made you start that journey of
start
growing out
getting
your hair?
dreads?
Yeah, or just growing out your hair? No.
I was always kind of growing out my hair, like, but my hair, like the way, I don't know what it is about black people hair, but it kind of hits like a certain length in like different hairstyles. Like in dreads, I noticed it grew way faster for some reason, and there probably is a reason that I don't personally know about. You all right?
Yeah. I was just grabbing stuff.
Oh, okay. Look like you're packing up or something. But
Yeah, sorry. Back
No,
to how do you fix the? I started talking about your hair. I don't know
yeah,
why.
how do we fix rap?
Yeah, how do we fix rap music?
We need positive role models for men. Like I think it's essential.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
that's pretty interesting.
We need positive masculine role models. I would say. I would even say just for men. I would say that we need positive masculine role models for both people, so people to know what to look for, and then people know what to look up to. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't just give all this positive shit to men and then like because now women's idea of like what do you need now to really feel like you fit the role of masculinity now, like right now?
What do I personally feel like I need?
To women, like just to women in general.
Oh, I mean, just depends on the type of woman, though. You know what I mean? That's kind of like if I'm thinking about a girl who or a shorty that listens to, I don't know, it could be just rap music, you know, or it could just be like a stripper, you know. They might favor somebody who looks more like the rapper they just listened to than Frank Ocean. You know what I mean? So it just depends on your preference. It's kind of hard to say.
I would say what most women are looking for is a weird thing to say.
As a man.
Do you know what women are looking for, bro?
Like, looking for you, bro.
Right here, man.
Yeah,
all of them lining up.
Yeah, something to ask a woman when it's.
Yeah, when it's time. No, okay. So,
we have one,
no, there's obvious things that I feel like people are looking for in a partner. You know what I'm saying?
But that's subjective and to then what you feel like you.
No, I don't. No, I don't feel like that. Okay. Because it's not what. Okay, you gotta hear what it is.
Yeah.
All right. So I feel like there are certain things that people look for in a partner, and I feel like that is influenced by society.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, and by society's standards or norms.
Yeah.
Or whatever, right? Yeah, and what makes somebody a villain or a hero is somebody who either reinforces and like will fight for those standards, or somebody who is against those standards. You know what I'm saying? So, where is society or the Western society now as far as having a clear idea of what a honorable person is or what a good person is? I would say a lot of people, including myself, don't have a good concept of what a good man is. You know what I'm saying? Well, we have a great idea of what a bad man is. You know, you feel what I'm saying? So it's like, and to say what a good man is, it almost feels weird too. But it should not. Like, it should be such thing as a good man. You know what I'm saying? Like someone who is powerful but also in control of like their power, and that's not only like literal brute strength and tyranny, but also like somebody whose power like relies in like speech or like communication and stuff. 'Cause that's very empowering. Somebody who's able to communicate with somebody is very powerful, because that doesn't have to be someone yelling over someone and demanding what the fuck is going on, but someone who's able to convince and persuade as well, you know. But if we don't have those good role models in society being represented, I feel like on both sides it's going to be hard to accurately decide what you are going for. So I'm not saying women are going for money or they're going for funny dudes or whatever, but I would say that men and women have a misconstrued idea of what they could be looking for because of the misrepresentation of what masculinity is now.
That's tough.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's either hyper or it's simpish. Like, you're either giving in and you don't want to represent any type of masculine traits because you look at them as toxic, or you're like, I don't give a fuck and I'm just going to ride into those toxic traits as like much as possible without like, and there's no real learning, because once you go into that mindset of I don't give a fuck, you have to truly not care about what people think about that side of you, you know?
It feels like it started off with taking care of rap music or fixing rap music, but you're looking to change the whole Western society, like as a whole.
Yeah, rap
is crazy.
Rap is the biggest genre of.
I mean, it's the biggest genre, but I think that it just depends on the person, you know? Like, hip-hop is obviously, like, a huge, like, monumental thing. And rap music it could be broken down into categories. You know, like drill is still considered rap. You know, but also Kendrick Lamar has some raps that he talks about just personal defiance. And then there's people like, well, I think Childish Gambino is a little bit more on the hip hop side, if you could differentiate the two. And then Kanye has like a gospel rap, you know, so it's a little bit interesting to see how you would dissect them piece by piece and then just change the whole outcome, you know. That makes sense,
because you have to
society.
go by what's popular, what's popping.
Yeah.
What is considered masculine?
Oh,
When you
Jack
think of
Harlow.
masculine roles in hip hop, who are you thinking about?
Jack Harlow.
You're thinking about East G, like
yeah. You're thinking about him.
you know what I'm saying? Like
I
like
get my answer. Jack Harlow's gonna save rap music. No, I'm just
yeah,
playing.
bro. Like yeah.
Okay, that was my alarm. If you're here for the exclusive audio, I gotta take off. But when the camera turns back on, you're gonna see that I may look a bit different.
All right, Ryan, you got your notes with you?
Nah, bro, don't tell the audience it's Ryan.
Hey, Marcos. How you doing, bud? You feeling all right? Is that a penis?
No.
That is a dick, bro. Show it to the camera and tell me that's not a dick.
It's a guy in a cloak.
Show it to the camera that's not a dick.
It's a guy in a cloak.
That's
I
a
swear.
dick. This nigga's over here drawing dicks.
It's a guy in a cloak.
All right, so today we're back to the exclusive extra clip. We're going in with the hot zone, Ryan zone. HR department came in with the hot questions.
Hot questions. I need
The would you rather's, right?
Yeah.
All right, bro. Hit me with them. I gotta think hard.
All right. Let me look at the ones that I got written down. Shit, I have shit all over this page. Ooh, I feel like this might be a good one. All right. So, would you rather go 10 minutes into the future, or like each time, like have the power to go 10 minutes into the future, or like constantly if you want to, or go back in time and fix all your mistakes?
Go back in time and fix all my mistakes.
Do you go back in time and fix all your mistakes?
Yeah, because the best I could do with 10 minutes in the future is I could be in the doctor's office and she's going to be like, it's 15 minutes. And I'm like, 5 minutes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then what I could do if I go back in time and fix all my mistake is invest in a lot of great companies and be stupid rich. And just have this studio podcast in a way better fucking place.
You
In
know,
Dubai or something, you know?
I felt like you were going to go along the lines with that. For me, I was thinking like 10 minutes of the future because I hate waiting for shit. So I'd be like spamming the shit out of that. if was
When I
waiting
go
for
back,
anything.
do I have to wait again?
Wait like the whole like rest of your life and shit like
Like
that?
if I go back to when I was 5 and I'm like, okay, I'm finna get it right this time. I gotta start
Yeah,
from
you
5
gotta
and
start.
I can't.
You can't go back. You're just gonna start.
I just gotta
like-
relive from 5, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, easy then. I would just go back to Dogecoin at least. I could repass the last
That's what
2
I was always
years.
thinking. I was like, if I ever go back in
Yeah.
time, fucking.
I'm just gonna load back to Dogecoin, get rich, sell that shit, get a couple million off it.
That's probably like
Stupid
10
millions.
Bitcoins and
I'm
then,
going
like,
Bitcoin first, actually.
Yeah, I was like,
Bitcoin was like 2012 or some shit, wasn't it?
I felt like it was earlier than that. I thought it was like 2008 to 2010, maybe.
Baby.
I'm not, but I know because I felt like that's when like more like computer stuff popped, like web, like online.
Yeah,
and
but that
internet stuff
changes
back
it though.
working.
Me
Yeah.
not being able to come back changes it. But there's still recent enough things where I was like, shit, if I would have just done that easy, because it's just like buying it on my phone.
Yeah.
But you still need them. I could take out a loan maybe.
Yeah, I can take it at least if my credit would be
Just
so
hit
good.
every credit little place and be like, I need $100, $100.
And then reinvest in all that
yeah,
shit.
sell all my shit and reinvest into that shit. And yeah, y'all don't understand. I'm gonna look crazy. it's gonna be like 2015
It's
and I'm
always
be in my
funny.
basement and I'm selling the house. And
Because I'd
shit.
be like, I'd think about it, just like go back in time and like with all this knowledge and shit, and then you're like trying to explain to your parents why you need to buy this Bitcoin and save it for like 10 years. They're like, you don't need to buy this. It's like, yes, we do. We
Yes.
can become rich, and they're not believing you. You're just like,
Shit, they don't let you do it.
You're
You
like,
go to
"Bro."
jail now, and you're just in jail for 10 years. Shit, I could fuck up like that, yeah. Who knows what could happen? Because I could end up going back and accidentally killing myself. Because who knows where I could have been in a situation where I wasn't. And then I fucked it up. And like, oh, I didn't turn that one time. And there was actually a drunk driver going 180.
yeah,
And I like happened to miss it because I turned left that one day.
yeah,
You
that's
know?
crazy. Yeah,
10 minutes in the future, I could go 10 minutes and then I'm like, oh, I'm dead. Fuck.
Yeah,
What happened in the last 10 minutes? Oh, a bunch of armed robbers came in 2 minutes into your little teleporting thing and shot you in the face because you're like waiting your, I don't know, whatever the fuck. I don't know how it would work.
I'd say you'd like. I don't know if I would rather just blank out unconsciously and just like just shut off for like 10 minutes and then just pop back in, or just basically like teleport forward in time and just re-pop up where I was, but in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Do you know what we should do? This is our segment now. We should get the bong before we get that other question in. Okay. Yeah. This is the new Marcos. I like this guy way more.
Would you rather be in a movie that makes a whole bunch of money, like box office, like breaks the box office and shit like that, or be in a movie where you could get like nominated for an award or like win an award for it, but not get like that much money out of it? It's like, let's say it's like a really stupid good indie film and you could get an award out of it, but you didn't make a lot of money. What award? Like, let's say like the Grammys or some shit.
I could get a Grammy from it.
You'd get the Grammy, but you wouldn't want to choose a box office break.
I would go box office.
Box office break.
Because I would say everybody who wins a Grammy, I don't know the name of. Will Smith had 10 number one box offices in a row, and he just won his first.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you look at his career, it wasn't really negatively impacted by the fact he didn't have one. It was it the Oscars?
I think so.
Is Grammy music?
Grammys is like, bro, I have no clue. I do not watch the award shows like this. I just know
whatever.
Oscars,
Yeah, no one does. Bro. No one watches that shit. That's just all bullshit.
I feel like people just watch that for the drama that comes with it.
Yeah, like fucking people getting slapped and shit. You know?
Arguments happening. Oh yeah.
But like, especially nowadays, I feel like it doesn't really hold too much value. But a number one box office, it means eyes, real people, and that's real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like Grammys and stuff it's cool for like once you have the fame, once you have the money.
Yeah. It's
just another like little goal thing. Maybe some people appreciate. It's not something I personally really would give a fuck about.
Yeah.
Because I just don't really care about the award. I care more about the people and the impact that my work like comes with, I guess. You know? Yeah. Like the impact of Will Smith's work is beyond comprehension because of how many just different movies and how many people could have inspired or whatever roles he put himself in.
I was rewatching Men in Black recently. That shit is so fucking funny.
Yeah. Shit like that. Like it's so much shit. You know? So coming with a number one, that means people are vouching for your work. Like I would rather, if I ever had a stand-up career, I would rather have like real life people and never have a Netflix show and like a Netflix special and have like real life stadiums, then have that Netflix special and do like clubs and stuff.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So
I get that.
Yeah, the awards never really matter, but the amount of people who I impact does.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
I feel like definitely for the whole award part, I feel like a lot of people like that because it's like recognition. I can't fucking say that fucking word. But it's just basically like saying like, oh, I was the best at doing this. Like, even if their movie made a lot of money, they still want that trophy just because it's like, oh yeah, we made a lot of money, but it's not saying that I personally did good in that whole movie with all those extra actors and stuff like that. So I feel like that's why a lot of people care about awards, because out of like those say, like let's say in an Avengers movie, like there's like a good amount of actors in there. You're like out of the 10 like superheroes and shit like that, like one of them is probably gonna get an award, maybe 2 or 1, you know, like so you probably like it's sort of like
I guess because I guess you could say like, okay, I got a number 1 and I was in the Avengers.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna be Tony Stark and you're not gonna get the award.
Yeah.
You might be Hawkeye and you're in the box office, but you're Hawkeye.
Yeah. See, that's you can. It could be like you could be either like Tony Stark or you could be Hawkeye. Like,
or fucking one of the civilians who are like, my
Prius! The extras.
No!
I really wish I could be a fucking extra in a chaotic ass movie. I'd look stupid as fuck.
Yeah, bro.
I'd look like a Titan on Attack on Titan, just flailing my arms. I was like, what is he doing?
I'd be screaming, bro. Fucking shit exploding and shit everywhere. Like, that's terrifying.
That is terrifying.
Yeah, they downplayed that shit. I'm surprised we don't hear more help in the backgrounds of the speeches and shit.
And I just be really thinking about like the work they be putting into movies, because it's like you really gotta take that shit seriously. Because like in real life, you're really sitting behind like green screens and like all this fake ass shit and all that, and then like you come out like after let's say like a year's worth of work and you see all this shit on the screen, you're like, damn, I really fucking did that. Like that did not look like what it was. What I was thinking. That shit felt corny as fuck, probably. Yeah. So I think that's probably one of the major things about getting an award in like let's say like a big movie or anything like that. It's like, oh, you stand out.
Yeah.
But also,
would you rather get the award or?
I think for me, I'd rather get the award so I could stand out and like, cause if I ever like for me, I'd probably want to like, let's say, be out in more movies and stuff. I'd want people to come. To
almost use it like a
movies,
degree.
like, for me, yeah.
Like when people get jobs, it's like I got a master's.
Yeah,
and
that's
someone
like,
who doesn't.
And it's like some people really do love certain actors, and people just love like just watching movies, or people just love watching actors in those movies. And like I'm 50-50. I love both of those. Like one of my favorite actors so far is like Jonathan Majors, and he's been in a lot of stuff recently. You know, the black dude. He was in Lovecraft Country, which is like a horror TV show.
Oh yeah, I don't watch horror stuff. I'm scared.
But then he was also in Marvel's Loki's TV show. He's gonna be the next major villain.
In Loki's?
In the Marvel universe, he's gonna be the next major villain. So I was really fucking happy about that. He's gonna be playing fuck, I forgot his name, but it's like
Pinhead.
A stupid. It's the character's name I forgot. Fuck, I just had it. I think it was like, no, it's not Khan or some shit. But basically, it's like a stupid, smart, powerful dude where he's like, he like figured out the
pretty much like Hulk.
No,
like Hulk now?
Beyond Hulk. He's like, he figured out the multiverse in a different future, and that had a whole war between all of his multiverse selves. And there only came out basically like one. And like he's like the most powerful one and all that shit.
Is he like the Marvel's version of Genghis Khan?
Almost, yeah. Like he's like
a pillager.
He conquers, yeah.
Even himself.
Yeah, he conquers.
That is an insane story.
And it's like there's so many like there's like,
only one of me in all the multiverses because I killed them.
But like, and then,
I am the strongest.
What was it? I forgot what happens. But in Loki, they like spoiler if you never watched Loki. But they kill him in Loki. But he's like, oh, but my whole thing is just gonna restart no matter what. So I'm always gonna come back and be here. So it's like, damn,
what the point of that?
Yeah, it's like even if he dies,
get Doctor Strange.
He's just gonna be replaced by another one of himself, like later on.
So you probably have to restrain him somewhere.
Yeah, they have to do something.
I feel like there was a Dragon Ball Z villain like that. Was it Babidi?
I have no clue, bro.
You don't remember that? Because remember they didn't trap him. They couldn't kill him. Because he had the eternal life thing, and they trapped him in that glass, like in the abyss of like some dark eternal thing.
Yeah, I don't remember.
You don't know Babidi from the Majin series?
No, I don't.
You don't know Majin Buu?
I do know Majin Buu, but
you don't know who gave him the M?
No.
Who created the M and shit? You don't remember that purple devil dude?
Oh,
with a little like guy with him,
slightly.
The little guy, like, he's like a little wizard guy. He was the one creating all that shit. His dad was it, and then he died. I think one of them. I think Kid Buu probably killed him or something.
Okay, no, I don't remember.
Yeah, bro, you should get on Dragon Ball Z knowledge, man.
I know.
You know I'm gonna get a Dragon Ball Z tattoo.
That's dope.
2.
Like what kind of tattoo?
I'm gonna get a Z and an M on this one.
Z and an M.
Yeah, the Majin M, and I'm gonna get the
That's
Z.
Dope.
Z fire on this one.
That's dope. I could see that.
I gotta get some other ones too though first. But
I'm thinking about getting another one soon. There's this one chick I followed on Instagram recently, mutually followed by other people and stuff.
You wanna hit that again?
Yeah, my bad. Fucking.
You got more questions?
Yeah, I got like 1 or 2 more.
Okay.
Hold on.
Who is that? Hey, my phone? Oh, your phone. Oh, I see it now. I was like, why the fuck is it not?
My sister tried to FaceTime me.
Yeah. Damn.
Fuck, what was I saying again?
I don't know.
We're talking about Marvin Boo.
Yeah.
Tattoos. So, I'm probably gonna hit her up for my next tattoo because I want to get. I want to get like a skeleton right here, like a cross. But I'm thinking about getting it either in like straight black ink or like a red ink. Cause I like red ink. The red ink looks really nice on like tan skin from what I've seen.
Yeah.
But I want to get a snake because I wanted to get a snake.
I want to get some red ink too. Because I don't have many color options either though. Black skin color doesn't show up very well.
No, that's how I feel too.
That's why if you go like on tattoo artist page and shit like that, it's all just like white skin because it just best shows the art.
Yeah. I don't want to do any like major color tattoos either. If I like, cause I'm saving my right arm for a whole sleeve. I might have like some color on that, but it probably like line color, but not anything like major shaded besides like dark color, like black and stuff.
Shit burn my throat.
Let's see, where's the other? Wait, what the fuck? Okay. This is a simple one. Would you always smell and not know, or have everyone smell around you constantly?
Damn.
I said it's a simple one.
Would I rather smell and not know? Mm-hmm. Well, everyone else knows.
Mm-hmm. Like you always smell and not know, but everyone else around you smell.
So that weed's kicking my ass.
Oh God!
I feel like I got something caught.
No, I got high as fuck.
Damn. Trying to take my life away. Well, I gotta be in a chokehold over here. We're sweating and shit now. All right, but I would. What's the question?
Always smell and not know, or have everyone around you always smell.
I don't know if you know this about me, Ryan. I'm kind of a people pleaser.
Fucking simp. So you'd rather have everyone else smell so you don't smell bad?
A little bit, almost, because I'm assuming you can't mask it.
No, like as much as you want to. I'm just
saying so I'm just always gonna smell bad.
Mm-hmm. Same with the people around you.
Yeah, I would just. Yeah, I guess I would just have to go through it because then I couldn't socialize with anyone.
Yeah, that's true. Because you just smell like BO all the
Because
time.
at least I know that everyone stinks, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't have to be around people all the time.
That's true.
But, like, I wouldn't want to go into a place and be ostracized because I smell like shit. I can't go to the club anymore, you know? It's going to be hard for me to go to the club.
Everyone's just going to clear the floor of you as soon as you walk in. They'll be like, oh, hold on.
Like, there's people who go to the club and they really smell like ass.
Oh, my God.
It's like they be super musty or something.
I think I don't know if it was Shape we went to. I forgot what we went to that it was like.
Casa?
No, it wasn't Casa. Casa was fine besides when I cough threw up. Story time for later.
Yeah.
I forgot what was the other one we went to. Was it Shake? I don't think it was Shake, but it was like
it doesn't matter.
Where we saw.
What happened?
Huh?
What happened?
It was where Marco saw what's her name there, and
I mean, it doesn't matter for the podcast. You don't gotta say who all the people is and what the place is on the podcast.
Okay.
Just what happened.
It just smelled hella bad. They're stupid, sweaty, and all that.
Oh, like a lot of people smell bad.
Yeah, and it was just like, I don't know. It just didn't seem like a too like cleaned up like bar because there's just like drinks all over the floor. So it's just like all.
Are you talking about where Marco saw Eminem?
Yeah.
Okay, that was Shake.
Yeah, that was Shake?
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
I didn't like Shake.
Yeah, that was not
Yeah.
it.
Shake was whatever. I smelled like a couple people that smelled bad in Casa. Casa never really had like a general smells bad, but I've ran or walked past some people like, ooh, bro, you smell like shit. Like, but it mostly be like, I think sometimes dudes forget to put on like deodorant, or maybe they just don't give a fuck and don't really wear it like that, or they just got off work and they're like, I'll be fine.
Some people like,
you know,
I feel like some are like stupid unaware though. Cause
yeah,
like,
some are unaware and you can notice because they do shit that like they put their arms up and shit. I've been in public and I noticed like, oh shit, I'm musty right now. Like, cause like I took a shower and then I ran outside and I didn't put on deodorant or something and I'm stuck outside all day. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm musty. And then I just try to keep my arms down all day. And then I just don't really talk to people. And I kind of stay far from them. And then I go home as fast as I can. And whenever it's available, I just go shower real quick, you know? Yeah, but I'm usually pretty aware when I am. And sometimes sometimes that happens. So I understand when some people be musty. But I'm not gonna sit around you either. You know, but if everyone's musty,
just gotta deal with it.
Just gotta deal with it, I guess. Cause I don't know, man. I just like pleasing people a little bit. Like I even have a thing where I, like when I'm laying down, like with a girl, cause it's usually women. I don't lay down with men.
Yeah, obviously.
I mean, who knows? You know.
You're right. You're right.
I like suppress my breathing, or like I try not to breathe very loud.
I do the same thing
because I'm worried about like them hearing me or like them not being able to sleep very well.
Like I hate when like
being annoyed.
Or your body does like weird ass noise, or like your mouth like will catch you doing that weird ass shit when you're like trying to swallow or some shit.
Yeah, but then I told that somebody and they're like, "Why are you people pleasing so hard?" I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah, you're literally sitting there depriving yourself of oxygen." Just so somebody doesn't really have to hear you do something everybody on earth does. And then I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
I remember when
your chain been in your pocket for like a while. Yeah, I just been looking at it. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm looking at I remember when Kay, one of the things like she was really bothered by when I sleep, it was like I'm a mouth breather when I sleep. I try not to be. But I am. But it was like there's this one time where I was like stupid sick, and my nose was stupid stuff. She was just being stupid inconsiderate, and I was like,
no, you're sick.
I was just like suffocating on the inside. I was like, bro, like she's really gonna yell at me if I start fucking breathing
for being sick.
And I was just like, cause I like sometimes I like if my mouth's open, I'll snore too. Like I try my best to keep my like mouth closed when I'm asleep, cause I know I could be aware of it. But yeah, like I was trying to like keep my mouth closed. Mostly when I'm trying to fall asleep, it's a lot harder because I'm just like it like trying to like circulate all my muscles to relax. And
I have that bad because I have allergies really bad. Yeah. And then before I started taking this nasal spray, I just kind of stopped taking it because it's kind of annoying and tastes weird.
It's that shit that pumps up in your nose.
Yeah, I know. But you get like a drip back and it goes into your mouth a little bit. Sometimes you can taste it throughout the day a little bit. Yeah. But the more you do it, the less you gotta do it over time. So I got around to the point where I don't really gotta do it over some weeks and shit. Good. And like every now and then I'm like, oh shit, my allergies are messing up. And then I like right now I think I probably soon I gotta take it because in the car my nose was starting to run and shit and a bunch of weird shit. But no, before I found that nasal spray though, and I was just taking allergy pills, my allergies would just fuck up for like half the day or at night or for like all the time, just at random times. And sometimes I might get like an hour of relief or something. Like pills are trash. If you have allergies and you take the allergy pills, maybe everybody's body is different, but allergy pills are fucking garbage, dude.
Did you take Zyrtec or is it like different?
I took them all, bro. Like for like long periods of time too. I didn't just keep switching pills though, you know? Like I did like the little Claritins, I did the Zyrtecs, I did the purple pills, bro. Like I did all of it, but the nasal spray, other than the like little mouth drip,
right?
Perfection. Like it just clears everything. And then I feel like a person without allergies. And I'm like, is this what this shit's like? Like y'all just is sitting here breathing and shit, and then like your eyes ain't burning all the time and watering, and you're not sneezing, shooting snot down your face at random times and shit, having to keep balls of tissue in your nose and just chilling there. Like that shit is corny. Man. That shit sucks.
It sucks a lot. I hate being sick. It's probably the worst thing ever.
Yeah, but I hate being a people pleaser like that.
Yeah, that shit.
I'm like, well, okay, yeah, no, you're right.
Terrible.
I don't need to not breathe for you to sleep. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I'll just sleep the other way if it's that bad.
That's what I did.
know.
Like, but then like, her fucking ass. What are you doing? Let's not bring up my trauma.
Yeah, it's not even good.
But yeah, no.
This
definitely
Marcos is crazy, man. Whoa. Oh, shit, we're an hour and 14 minutes in. Is that all the questions?
I had like one more, but it was like another simple one. It was like, would you rather have like a rewind button or a pause button?
It's similar to the first.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get more next time. We're still like an hour and 14 minutes in. I think we got like 30 minutes with you.
About, yeah.
And then like 45 with Marcos.
About, yeah. Because I think Marcos left around like 9:20.
Yeah, hour 15. All right. Did the
I
camera turn off?
think it did.
All right, fuck it.
I
Another audio exclusive
Bro.
in all parts of the
we
episode.
need a new camera. Support.
Thank
us,
you
please.
guys for watching. If you actually enjoyed this episode because you stuck through it the whole time, bro, I love you and I would kiss you in your mouth. Like have you ever seen the Boondocks? If you've seen Sugarlicious get kidnapped, nigga, with the spit going off. But thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Flybuck remix. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Flybuck podcast. We saved rap.
We saved rap. See you later, buckaroos.
Find out what we save next.
Hell yeah.